again. My name's Gabe Zona. You really want to take a look at this article on WorldNet Daily. I've put it up on my Twitter and I put it up on my Facebook. The title, U.S. General, Let's Make Obama Resign. Well, it appears that a retired Army general is calling for the quote-unquote forced resignation of President Obama, other administration officials, and the leaders of Congress for the direction that they're taking this nation. The list of grievances, including the systematic political purge of hundreds of senior military officers in the U.S. military. Now, retired Major General Paul E. Valle, he told WND he is calling for nationwide rallies and protests to demand the resignation, and added that a peaceful, quote, civil uprising is still not out of question, end of quote. In his capacity as chairman of the organization Stand Up America, Valle issued what he termed, quote, a national call to action, end of quote, to force the resignation of Obama, Vice President Joe Biden, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid from Nevada, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell from Kentucky, House Speaker John Boehner from Ohio, and House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi of California. Well, I don't think it should stop there. I think what really has to happen is there has to be a complete overhaul. What really has to happen is that term limits have also got to be established. 2 terms for a senator, 2 terms for a congressman. Now, what that means is anyone that's in the Senate that's been there longer than 2 terms is immediately removed. Immediately removed. Any senator or congressman that doesn't tend to vote party line, well, they're also removed. Any senator or congressman that doesn't read a bill and isn't tested on the information within the bill is not allowed to vote. Those are just some of the things that this new administration will have to comply with. The military has to act. We are at the point of no return. Obama is taking this country to hell in a handbasket. Everybody knows it. The world knows it. And it looks like our military now knows it as well. They don't have a choice. They have to honor their oath, no different than the oaths that the members of Congress all took. They chose not to honor their oaths. That's why we are in the position that we're in. Our military has to do the right thing. And the right thing is the same thing that the military did in Egypt. And I have no doubt that incriminating information will start to flow once the trial of Mohamed Morsi begins in Egypt at the beginning of January in 2014. And a lot of that information is going to be incriminating towards this criminal, dysfunctional administration. Obama's entire administration has to be removed and replaced. Eric H. Holder has to be arrested and charged for his crimes. The Secretary of State, John Kerry, he has to be removed from power. Every single bill that Obama signed, including his Obamacare, has to be removed and stopped immediately. The justices at the Supreme Court, the ones that were appointed by Obama, that would be Elena Kagan, she has to go. Sonia Sotomayor, she has to go. They have to be replaced by the new leadership. Nothing that Obama placed in any position can remain. All of his Muslims, his radical extremist Muslim Brotherhood members that he's put into key political positions, they all have to go. Every appointment that he's made has to go. America cannot survive unless all of that happens. So, what's the military going to do next? There's not a whole lot of time left, folks. The good news is it appears that there will be a regime change. There has to be a regime change. We don't have a choice. The man is clearly insane.